Talk then, James. Say hi, everyone.
Hi everyone. I fucking hate it. Get put my fucking railroad into
He's
this.
so full of shit. He loves it. We've got the Q&A. So all the questions you've asked us, we've got here, and we'll take turns in answering. Otherwise, he'll just moan that I don't shut up, and I do. Don't know. Right. So, do you want to send him, James?
No, right, crack on,
Are
kid.
you hungry?
I'm not too bad at the minute.
Oh, he's just been fed, had his dinner, so he's a happy man. He's got his drink.
Hardly see at work. I was that hungry.
Oh, yeah, you could hardly see. He rang me today on his break. Hi, are you alright? I was like, yeah, you? I'm starving. Oh, bless him. He sounded deflated. He sounded like he was just wilting away there, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Right, so Q&A. Bear with us because we're just...
No.
Don't have a clue what we're doing. We're just going to wing it. Right, first question I have. Was it difficult after your third was born? Would you have more babies?
No, definitely not.
Well, definitely not. It was not hard, or?
Definitely wouldn't have any more. No.
Why not?
Because they're up and doing stuff for herself now.
Mm-hmm.
Why would I?
Because you're a good dad. Was it difficult, do you think, after our third was born? Obviously, we've got different angles. Mine's mother's, yours is work pressures.
No, more difficult, really, like from work, but looking after them, just another bum to wipe.
I didn't feel pressured into earning more money.
No, not really.
There you go. From a mum's point of view, I remember having Josh, and we're in the hospital. They go in that little, what we call like a, what's it called, like a fish tank or something, isn't it?
Crib.
I know it's called a crib, but it's like a freaking fish tank because you can see all around it. And I remember James had gone home, and Josh started crying, and I was just looking at him, and I was just thinking, how the hell am I going to cope with 3 kids? How am I going to spread my love between 3 now? How am I going to get everything done, get one to school, one to nursery? Oh, so, but I came home and it fitted in no better. It really did. I remember bringing him home, and the next day I had to do the school run, and I remember saying, I'm going to do with James, like, you know, I need to get the routine because he had taken some, like, a few days off. And I'd done the school run, I got them all up and dressed, I got up a little bit early, fed Josh's bottle, got them dressed, got them to school. Came home, I went upstairs to do washing. James was on the sofa asleep. He had done the night feed.
With Josh.
Yeah, Josh was in his little bouncer. He'd done the night feed, and there was a knock at the door. I came down, I opened the door, I had a pail of wash in my hand, it was the midwife. He's lying asleep on the sofa. I've just gave birth to a child, and I've got the wash in my hand. She was like, what's going on here? But because he'd done the night feed, he was having a nap. It was funny, wasn't it? He just made you look like an absolute twat. Right, the next question, who was the most romantic one?
You are.
Yeah, I think it's got to be me. I'm not even that romantic, I don't think, though. None of us are really romantic. We just like to take the piss out of each other, don't we?
You like to take the piss out of me.
Yeah.
Lord, you know.
No, I don't.
I'd just like to point out as well that this is the first time hearing any of these questions. You've had fucking 2 days to
I've
rehearse
looked
these.
at them and written them down, obviously, so I haven't rehearsed anything, no.
I don't know what you were doing while I was at work. I bet you've rehearsed all these. I bet your answers are
You don't know
class.
what I've done? Are you taking the mic? I've done all the ironing, I've made your dinner,
No,
I've done
man.
nails.
Take 10 minutes to read through that.
No, it doesn't.
Fucking once take any more than 10 minutes, I'm off.
Shut up. Right, apart from each other and the kids, what 3 things could you not live without? I'm going to let him go first.
Newcastle United, FC. Steak from Milan Carter. And I'm quite partial to a Biera too.
Oh yeah, well that's what's up for him. So the 3 things that I would say I couldn't live without is my family. I know it's James and the kids, but I mean my mum, my dad, my brothers and sisters. This is so hard, actually. My mobile phone. I couldn't live without my mobile phone, I don't think.
Oh.
No chance. And last one has to be probably like my toothbrush. I don't think it would be nice walking around with teeth coated. Ugh, no, probably my toothbrush. Mum and dad family, my toothbrush and my mobile phone. That's that one done. Right, have you always had a beautiful big house or did you start somewhere smaller now? That is so appropriate for my stories today on Instagram. You put your input into this.
What do you mean?
Well,
I can tell them, first of all, we started with a 1-bedroom flat, upstairs flat. It was a shit tip.
it was disgusting, wasn't it?
Then just gradually over the years, you just, obviously you strive to be a bit better, you earn a bit more money, so, but still, I wouldn't say this was a big, beautiful house. You still go better than this, but
Yeah, I think a lot of what you guys don't realise is we live in an ex-council house, and I think a lot of people think we have a big 4-bedroom detached and we don't. So my stories on Instagram today, if you're not here from Instagram and you're here from YouTube, if you go on Instagram and search the Thompson home, we're on there, so you can have a look at my stories from today. We've really struggled. The 1-bedroom flat we had, the landlord was awful as well, wasn't he? It was disgusting. The flat downstairs had been condemned. We were only in there, I think, 4 months. And then the landlord had a 2-bedroom flat come up, which we then took so Taylor could have her own bedroom. That again wasn't very nice at all. It had like condensation up the walls. It was just awful. Yeah. And like James says, you strive for better. You know, we worked round each other, so James would go out work 8 till 4. He'd come in and I'd go out 6 till 10, and that's the way we've done it. But we're here now, and like we say, it's still not probably our dream home. I'm not sure we ever will get our dream home.
I don't know. I like it though.
Oh no, I do. I like it, but it's still not. I'd love to be in a new estate. I would love to be in a new estate. There was something else I was going to say. I can't remember what I was going to say. But yeah, we're not. People might think that we have lots of spare money, and we don't. There's weeks when we're skint, but we're a lot more comfortable now than when we were younger. Definitely, we get to go out for meals together, and that's a massive thing. We're heading to New York again, another massive thing. You'll get there. Right, the next question is, how old are you both? I'm 37.
I'm 36.
He's my toy boy. He's my toy boy. Is that what it goes like, that song? I don't know, neither do I. Right, I seen you went to Blythe Beach. Have you ever been to Amble? I'm not sure. Have I been to Amble?
You haven't been with me anyway. We've been through Amble loads, never been to the beach.
Right, have you been to Amble Beach before when you were
Yeah, I
younger?
would have been when I was a kid.
I've never been to Amble, but he has. I've been through Amble, he's telling us.
Amble.
Where do you see yourself in the next year in terms of Instagram, your goals? I don't have any goals for Instagram. It's just a bit of fun. Don't get us wrong. Who would not want to be the next Mrs. Hinch? You know, I would love it, but there's no goals really. I'm just posting, having fun, doing my stories, just letting you see a little bit of everyday life. And you all seem to like that part, which is why we came on to YouTube.
I'm not on Instagram, so
Here's the Thompson home features Jamesy boy. Right, when you bought yours, what ambition was it? I've got this right. When you bought your home, what condition was it? I've written that down totally wrong. New build or a rental project?
when we bought it, it was just a bigger, better house. Bought it for the garden. We weren't really planning on renovating, or it took we're in here for 10 years before we started renovating. I mean, we decorated and stuff, but
We made do because we
Yeah.
had to make do, didn't we?
it was just an upgrade to what we had.
Massively, like a massive. I was saying today, I lived in a little mid-terrace 3-bedroom house where the small bedroom didn't even fit a cot bed in, or it would have just fit the cot bed in.
I fit the cot in, I struggled to get the bed in. A proper full-size bed.
We didn't try and put a full-size bed in there.
Yeah, that's what we wouldn't have got.
Yeah.
But the
So-
cot bed went in and stuff.
Yeah, it was like bigger garden. So the garden was huge, which you'll have seen from Instagram. And it, like I say, it was more of a family home. I remember. Do you remember pulling away? And I said, "We're going to be able to afford that house." We'll get to it. He can't remember what happened last week, man. Right. I don't remember seeing any wardrobe in your bedroom. Where are your clothes? Right. We have a wardrobe in
We
our
haven't
bedroom.
got any clothes because we've spent all the money on the renovation.
Yes, that's him. Look at him. There is a wardrobe, so when I take photos or when I'm doing the bedroom, the way I go in, I'll need to put it on my Instagram and let you see my wardrobes. I have actually cleaned them on my stories before. They're mirrored wardrobes.
Fuck off.
What?
You don't clean.
Yes, I do. I'm going to show you my highlights on Instagram and let you see just how much graft I do.
You have it, son.
It doesn't want to be proved wrong, you see. Yeah, so it's mirrored wardrobes, but where I take my photos from, the wardrobes are behind us, so that's why you don't get to see them. How did you and James meet and fall in love? We still haven't fell in love yet. Still waiting for that to happen. Oh my.
No.
Do you love this?
Of course I do, you know I do.
Oh.
Pack it in.
See, no romance at all. We met in a pub in Whitley Bay. I don't know, you might not know Whitley Bay anyway, but it was a good nightlife, and we met in a bar there. And I wouldn't say, well, we didn't fall in love instantly, definitely not. We fell pregnant, and then we learned to love each other, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
That's what it was. Hi Roisin, are the walls in your house painted white? Yes.
The majority are.
Yeah. So I've got chimney breast, my bedroom wall and the snug wall has got a grey silvery paint in it. The landing, like the whole stairs, that's a grey, but in the rooms it's all white with like my grey feature walls. Right.
Fucking hell.
I knew you were going to say that. That's why I was hiding it. Will that be long? Do you plan on always living in the same house?
No. Don't just take it as it comes, man. Don't plan on.
Take each day at a time.
I don't plan.
No,
Cause
but you would love to build as a house.
yeah, that would be the ideal dream, like do a self-build, but I don't know. When we retire, probably bungalow or maybe somewhere a bit warmer than here.
Florida. Please be Florida. I wonder if
Well,
I'll get you on the rides when you're 70.
You have to take us out the ground first.
No, don't say that. But
I'm a builder, I'm not
he's
getting
not a
70.
ride person. Like, I'm a total thrill seeker and he's not really a ride person. I remember the first few times I went on Towers.
I like the rides.
You do now.
The roller coasters and that, but
The first few times we went on
shitty
Towers,
ones
we went
that fire you up
together.
on the ground and stuff. They're shit.
It's good. The tickle it gives you in your tummy.
Roller coaster is something that does something.
Right, did you rent before you bought? Yes, we've explained that we did. We rented 2 flats.
Not for very long, like bought my first, well I was 21 when I bought the first one.
We rented in the July 2002 and we bought our own house March 2005. 3 years we rented for.
Hated
What?
every minute of it.
You what?
Hated every minute
Of
of
rent.
paying rent.
Yeah, they thought of paying somebody's mortgage for them. Doesn't like that. What date do you put your Christmas tree up? Right, I don't have a set date. Don't have a set date. Normally the end of November, begin December. Now this year, the weekend that it falls on, I think, is it might be the 6th is a Thursday, so what's that weekend? 6th, 5th, 4th, 3rd. So maybe the 1st and 2nd of December that it'll fall this year that I'll put it up.
You could ask me.
But it does take a while because my big tree in the dining room took us 8 hours last year. So I have to put the trees up on different days normally, or I don't know. But yeah, there's no set date. What do you do for jobs?
I'm in China, self-employed.
And yeah, well, if you follow me on Instagram, you know I work at Asda on a Saturday night and I do nails from home. Now, how long have you and James been together and how did you meet? So we've answered how we met. How long have we been together for?
18 years. And a bit.
How many bits?
I don't know. 3 and a bit. Well, 3 months.
Yeah, 18 years and 3 months. I've been with James half of his life. He was 18 when I met him. There you go. Do you have any fears? I've got a massive fear, and my massive fear is dying. Death is my massive fear.
Nothing really scares me. I know I don't mean to sound macho or anything, but I'm not
Yeah,
really,
it does.
I'm not really scared of anything. No.
Not scared of losing me and the kids or anything like.
Well, that's an irrational fear, isn't it?
It's not a fear, yeah. No, my fear is dying massively. I don't ever want to die, ever. I think when I die, if I go before James, I might get him to get my body stuffed, and he can sit us on the sofa in his house, so I can keep an eye on him. You'd hate that, wouldn't you? You would totally hate it. Hey, not a question. You pair of nuts together love watching you two and Nala. That's lovely, thank you. Why did you choose the names you did for your children? Are there any stories behind them? So there isn't any stories behind them, really, I wouldn't say. Taylor was picked, I think, one night.
It was in a taxi.
Yeah, he was hard. And I just popped up notice, says, what about Taylor for a name? All because of, if you've ever seen the film She's All That, there was a girl in that called Taylor, and I loved that name. So we're like, right, why don't we have the name Taylor, boy or girl? Because it's a unisex name, and we did. Kieran, James, there was a football player, Kieran Dyer, that he loved. So he liked the name Kieran, but was spelt it the Irish way. Josh, I can't really remember how we came up with that one. I think that I liked Kobe for a boy, but James was like, no way. So I think maybe I did just say what about Josh, but not Joshua, just Josh, and that's how we picked him. There's no real stories behind him. What are your favourite things about each other? I'll let you go first.
No, you go first.
Why?
Because you've got yours written down, that's why.
I haven't.
You have?
No.
You liar.
I haven't.
You liar.
Well, no, the reason you're getting me to go first, we did this on Instagram one night, and you couldn't answer the question.
What do you mean? What's the question
What
again?
are your favourite things about each other? So what's your favourite things about me?
Well, how many things? What things?
Not just your favourite things about us.
I don't know. That's why I need time to think.
This is what you did on Instagram. I don't know.
I haven't, man. Just putting us on the spot, though.
I'll go first. I haven't written them down, but I'll go first. I would say my favourite thing about James, he's really, really good dad. Really good dad. Like, he does so much for me. He puts, obviously, long days in at work. He works weekends and that, all to provide us with what we've got. His sense of humour. He makes us laugh, and you have to have that in a relationship, really. You've got to be able to laugh, because if you didn't laugh, you'd cry, and you'd just probably end up frigging battering each other. So it's got to be how much he does for us and his sense of humour. I love his sense of humour. And he is a big softie at heart, really. Tries to come across all tough, but there is moments where I can see his soft side, and I love when I see that. Your turn.
Fucking hell.
Oh, it's an excuse!
You took out 3 of mine.
Shut up! That's what I was going to say. Watch how much extra work I do in that weekends and stuff. When I talk the shit now.
Fucking kills me, this, you know.
We're doing YouTube, Josh.
We're
Move.
doing this.
Just now, just
Give
to
it
go
5
this
minutes.
Q&A.
Coffee.
It'll be in my bag or my coat pocket. Pocket, probably. Right, come on.
My favourite things about Roisin. I don't know. There's no... I'm shit at this, but there's no, like, one thing. Do you know what I mean? It's not like...
I just think a
You've-
few things.
I know, but
Can I have a
I'm
few?
trying to explain myself. I was like, it's a complete package sort of thing. Yeah, she's a good mom. She's a good wife to us. There's no just that I can't just pick things out and go, yeah, this is what I like about her, because there's so much. Do you know what I mean?
Are you tearing up?
No, I'm not
Do
tearing
you like
up.
my sense of humour?
No,
No.
fucking
Anything else you like
hiding from
about
us an Asda now. What do you mean?
Like how I annoy the shit out of you.
Well, nobody's gonna like that, but
But imagine I was boring.
I know. It's hard to explain.
I'm the complete package, guys. That's a good answer, isn't it? When you can't even think of anything.
No, don't get ahead of yourself here. You're not the complete package. just Yeah, it's just everything about you I like. I didn't see the complete package.
You just said it's the actual complete package.
Right.
You twat. Right, where am I up to? Do you find it harder raising boys or girls? I think it's harder with boys.
That equally.
You wouldn't know, you didn't raise them.
Yeah, I was always at work.
It was a work all the time, but you did, you put them to bed and that.
Don't know, they're both different points. They're both flipping psychopaths in their own.
And I think as well, it's really hard because we had Taylor first. Now I think the first child's always different to the other. So if our first child had been a boy, I might have said boys are easier. But Taylor would always entertain herself, should always sit down and concentrate, should read books, whereas the boys needed a lot more attention.
When they were younger, now it changes through phases in their life. But they're all psychopaths at some part of their lives, aren't they? They're
Just
all
like their dad.
little nuts. Like ye.
No, I'm not a psychopath. What do your children think about the amount of followers you have? They don't really see massive amounts about it, really, do they?
Because I've only got 83 on Twitter. That's why nothing really
You've got
shows
83
up.
more than me on Twitter.
83 is not bad, is it?
No. All 82 other accounts are his own, just in different names. What's both of your favourite family memories? Right, I would say the first time we went to Florida was a massive family memory, even though the kids were complete arseholes. But also there was one summer we done camping trips where every weekend we buggered off and we just pitched the tent up. The kids were dressed like scruffs, they were playing in the mud, running around wild. I mean, Taylor's hair was like a bursted couch. And we literally just got a few bits of food, packed up the tent, obviously a little bit of drink, and we went camping, and the kids loved it. And them memories, I've got photos, and they're just memories that will never go away. I'll always remember them. What about you?
Same, like all holidays and tend to be when you go away together and just do stuff, even weekends away and stuff like that.
Because you do get caught up so much, like, I don't know if you'll agree with us on this, James, but everything's family, and you do forget about each other and stuff, don't you? You see so many bad things, like you're like, that annoys me, he does that, that annoys me. But then you forget about all the good times you've had. You've sometimes got to, I think, sit and think about the good times. I don't know if you ever do that.
Uh-huh. But sort of the reason why I said holidays was because you get away from everyday life and you turn off. The phones sort of go away a bit more now. Now the kids are getting a bit older and stuff. And you spend more time together and everybody's working and everyone's, well, I'm a lot happier because I'm not working and stuff, so.
And the water trying to cool down. Right, that's that one, and we're at the last page. What crossbreed is Nala? She is gorgeous. So Nala, who's asleep here, is a cross between a Chihuahua and a French Bulldog.
And a hooligan.
Asbo, he calls her. Asbo dog. She's doing really well. She's learned to walk down the stairs, so I've been teaching her the past few days, and she's started doing it herself now, so she's doing really well. She sits when you tell her to sit, and I think we forget she's only 4 months old. She's not very old at all. She's doing so well. I'm training her well. I'm a good trainer. Look, she's like, what are you talking about? Any more children?
Can't.
He doesn't know. They might turn up one day.
Shocking now.
But they could.
They couldn't?
Could you guarantee that?
No.
Exactly. I can guarantee I've only got my 3 children. I would have had more, 100%. I would have a football team. I would literally go every other year and have children. But if I had children now, another child, there'd be a divorce. Because it wouldn't be James's, would it?
Be neutered.
How long have you been doing this? Instagram? A year. So like a year and 3 months or something like that. It's about. Yeah. So that's that one. Would you do a dare video?
No.
No?
Fucking.
Depends what the dare is. It would have to depend what the dare was. Yeah, it would depend on what the dare was. What do you enjoy most about cleaning? I thought I said chewing.
Mhm.
It's got to be the after you've cleaned. So at the time, it's like, oh, it's a massive chore. I just stick the tunes on and do it. But the feeling after, once your house is clean, and we sit at night time, it's lush. You just sit there, the house is clean, smells lush and clean, and you just feel it chills you out. I can relax and just watch a film or whatever and not have to. I just know the house is spotless. So it's the feeling that you get afterwards. What are your Christmas Eve traditions? Daddy's hot chocolate. Gotta be Daddy's hot chocolate.
Making 4 million pigs in blankets.
Yeah, James does all the cooking. He does all the Christmas dinner. Not that he's forced, before anyone thinks she's a bitch, he does all the Christmas dinner. You enjoy cooking, don't you?
Nah.
You do. But, so he'll make all the pigs and blankets up and stuff like that. But, I would say definitely the kids, he makes a hot chocolate and he puts loads of squirty cream on and bits of flake and stuff. They normally sit and have that. Now, it used to be where they would have that and they'd watch a pantomime on the telly, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
And stop the pantomime. So now it's normally a Christmas movie we put on. But that's our time where we sit together and we do that every year. And takeaway, we used to get takeaway, didn't we? And James would build the bikes or whatever it was the kids were getting. But yeah, it gets different as they get older. But it's, although you miss the child stage, there's other things that are good at this stage in life. Enjoy every Christmas. You never know when it's going to be your last. You have to enjoy every single one and make the most of it.
It's a depressing note, isn't it?
No, but it's so true though. You get all these Scrooges. James used to be the biggest friggin' Scrooge you'll ever meet. He hated it. And each year, I think I've rubbed off on him a little bit and a little bit and a little bit. And he's starting to see that it's not all bad. Do you know what I mean? You get with your family, you just have it. He loves his drink, so he just has drinks. It's a buzz to see the kids opening their presents and stuff. And it's just time that you're never going to have that Christmas again. So you have to really appreciate it. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
I'll still be grafting my arse off.
Unless you've won that Euro Millions, haven't checked it yet.
Unless you check the ticket or won the lottery.
Hmm.
Then I might knock the Saturdays on the head.
You haven't been doing Saturdays,
I know,
actually.
but
to be
just a
fair.
joke.
How old will I be in 5 years? 42. 42, yeah. I don't even know. Probably just... I might even be a grandma, actually, in 5 years' time.
Possible.
Looking after the grandchildren. What is the film called that you and James watched recently that was really funny?
Week Off.
The Week Off.
The
That's
Week
it.
Off.
That's what it's called. The Week Off.
Adam Sandler and Chris Rock. It's on Netflix original. So
There you go. Give it a watch.
give it a watch, and it was some bits I had to pause it. I was crying.
Crying or laughing, weren't you? Yeah. Right, that's it. See, it wasn't too hard. That's for Q&A. I'm sorry it's gone on for so long.
Were you saying sorry to me or sorry to them?
Not to you. Why are you so cute? Right. Anyway, that's us off. So I hope you enjoyed the Q&A and we'll have more videos to come.